Botulism in homemade salami or homemade cured meat is a real risk or just a fear? Let's break down when it can actually happen and how to avoid it. Hello guys, I am Andrea from Italy, so sorry for my pronunciation. I will say botulism probably in the wrong way, but don't worry, I think it's something clear. The topic of this video is botulism, so when I say also wrong, you know what I'm talking about. I'm doing this video because many of you that follow the channel, thank you guys for your support. In the video of the cold cuts, different time you ask me, can happen that botulism bacteria grow in our cold cuts and we die? Today we will answer this question. Sometime I will watch the computer because I take some notes. So to let the bacteria grow in our cold cuts, we need at least 5 factors. First of all, is a bacteria that grow without oxygen and can produce a very dangerous toxin. So yes, in theory, it can develop inside cured meats because it's wrapped in the salami casing, but this is only one factor. So no oxygen. Another one is low salt. First of all, let's speak about the salt. This is raw salt without extra iodium or iodine. Why? If you use sea salt, the iodine is already enough. If they add extra iodine inside the salt, the salami or the meat cannot cure properly, and plus sometimes can be bitter when you eat your cold cuts or your salami. So sea salt without extra iodine. Don't worry, I write everything in the screen, always for my pronunciation. So when the salt is under 2% or 2.5, the botulinum can grow. Another factor, long time at high temperature, between 15 and 20 Celsius degree. I will write also Fahrenheit. Another problem if the salami or the meat don't dry properly, so too much humidity. And the last one is the pH. If the pH is superior to 5, the botulism can grow, so at least you need 5 factors, so it's very difficult. So let's use the small cacciatorini and the petina as example to analyze if we are doing the cold cuts in the right way without any risk. We need 700 grams of pork loin or pork shoulder, 300 grams of pork belly. So in total here we have 1 kilogram of meat. Every 1 kilogram of meat you need 27 grams of sea salt, the natural one, without extra iodium. So like I showed, the salt is very important, both in the cacciatorini that in the petina was between 2.5 and 3%, so should be in with 1 kilogram of meat at least 25 grams and no more than 30. If it's less than 25, the botulinum can grow. If it's more than 30, could be little bit salty. I don't know if you've noticed the mold, but after 25 days, I come close, you can see the mold, they lost already 30%, so they are almost ready. So let your salami cure properly. Aim for at least 30% of weight lost. You find all this information in our book, so if you bought already the book, you need to follow only the instruction about the salt, about the humidity, about the temperature. Inside the book also we speak about the mold, so don't worry, follow the instruction. The following morning, that means after 10 hours at room temperature, we can put the salami in the fridge. I will hang them in the door. In this way, every time that I open the door, they will get in contact with the air from outside the fridge, so more humid. The temperature is very important. For the fermentation, 1 or 2 days maximum, between 18 and 24 Celsius degree, and after you need to cure between 10 and 15 Celsius degree, usually between 10 and 12 for me is better. So you need to organize yourself, like me, that I am in Thailand. When it's super hot, I fermented the salami one night at room temperature, and after I store in the fridge. If you are in a cold country, around 20 Celsius degree, you can leave 24 hours if you are confident. Also 48 hours, but I think 24 hours is better. And after you can put around 10-12 Celsius degree. If you have no basement or a chamber where to cure your cold cuts, you should put in the fridge. Check it, and the temperature is 8 Celsius degree and the humidity 80%, so perfect for this kind of cold cut. Another problem is the humidity. If it's too high, could be dangerous, but don't worry. If you, like me, cure the meat with the fridge that you have at home, usually is the opposite problem. The fridge dry too fast your meat, so don't worry about botulism. Very important that you don't close the salami in a container. You can vacuum them when they are dry, so when they lost the 30% of their weight, and also if you use the right amount of salt. When they are ready, you vacuum them, and you can store in the fridge also for 1 year. There is also few myths to clear up. One is homemade means safe. Not always, like we analyzed today. If you follow all the steps that you find here in the video of the channel or in our book, or also if you follow another recipe from another channel, please look the video. From the video you can understand if it's true or fake. If you see that is a great result and everything is well done, you can follow also other people, but please follow the recipe, very important. And other things, if it smells good, it's fine. Yes and no. So usually I say this because if you have followed all the steps, the salami, the cold cuts are good. So from the smell, you can recognize if it's good or not. If the smell is bad, you need to throw them. But if you don't follow the steps, sometimes they can smell good, but inside they can be bad. So please follow the recipe. I say again, follow the recipe. People did it in the past, yes. We can say thousands of years the people are curing meat, but they will follow the recipes. Okay guys, I hope that this video was clear. If you have some question, you can ask me down in the comment. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, to leave me a like, to watch and share this video with your friends. If you have some question, let us know down in the comment. If you have bought our book, thank you guys, let us know down in the comment. If you know somebody that get intoxicated from botulism, let us know down in the comment the reason, because from cold cuts is very difficult, but when you preserve the food can happen again if you don't follow the step that we mentioned before. now with this video you know also how to be careful when you do other things homemade. So let us know down in the comment, because it could be a good advice for others that like to make stuff at home. I met only one person that was intoxicated by botulism, but was not from homemade stuff, but from mascarpone bought in the shop. So it's very important to be clean. Sometimes also the company makes some mistakes, and to follow the steps that we have mentioned in this video. Bye bye.